it gets slow sometimes, and some of them take advantage and cancel during the slow months.
Mhm.
So I wanted to know, do you sign them up for a contract or do you let them cancel at any time? And if you do let them cancel, how do you keep them on the yearly contract?
Yep. So we don't require contracts. I recommend most people not require contracts for mowing services specifically. Um, and it's not to say that they're bad. Just know that if you're doing that, you're adding friction to the sales process. And if you're growing your business so much that you just want to focus on having that constant stream of revenue throughout the whole year, which is fantastic. If you're more concerned about that than you are growth, going with contracts is a great idea. So the question I have for you is, are you trying to maximize growth or are you trying to maximize your profit and your cash flow?
It's only the second year, so I'm not even too sure what I should be focusing on.
Are you in a cash crunch right now? Like, is cash difficult or not?
No, cash is fine.
Got it. So in that case, I would assume you're trying to grow the business.
Yeah.
So in that event, I need to maximize for number of customers converting instead of cash flow throughout the winter, right? And so, or them canceling in the middle of spring, in the middle of the season. Now, there are things you can do that won't create friction, like a contract that can still incentivize the customer to take the correct behavior. So instead of beating them over the head with a contract, use the carrot analogy to be able to lure them into what you want. So, for example, you can have weekly and biweekly prices. And if they want to cancel during the slow season, like summer, it gets too hot. No worries, Mr. Jones. We'll cancel the service, but next service, just know you're going to be on the biweekly price because you did skip one service. You could also reward people that stay on throughout the whole year by giving them priority when everyone wants a specific service, like fall cleanups or spring cleanups. So there's ways to incentivize people instead of beating them over the head with a contract. And you'll lose a chunk of people because you have a big contract. And the next question is, are you really going to take them over to court because they cancel their $150 per month contract in the middle of the season? It's not worth your time. And in most jurisdictions,
Yeah, that's
it would
true.
cost more for the lawyer than it would to actually just let them walk out. Well, if you're going to let them just walk out, why are we doing contracts? You're just preventing customers from coming in. It's creating more friction, right? So I would probably in the short term say, if you're trying to maximize growth, focus on getting people in the door and don't put up a bunch of barriers for them to get in. If you're trying to maximize for profit and you're not trying to grow the business, that's when having things accommodate cash flow like contracts is a great idea.